Grammar Girl here. I'm Mignon Fogarty, and this week I have a quick and dirty tip about the name for that wide sash you wear around your waist when you wear a tuxedo, and a meaty middle about 4 ways that good stories affect our brain and emotions. Let's start with fashion. This week I had occasion to look up the spelling of the word cummerbund and came across a tidbit you may find interesting as you fasten one around your waist if you're getting a tuxedo for New Year's Eve or a formal holiday party. First, I always thought it was cummerband, but it's cummerbund, C-U-M-M-E-R, bund, B-U-N-D, cummerbund. And second, it comes from a Hindi word that has roots meaning a band that covers your loins. Cummerband. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Camar, K-A-M-A-R, which means loins, and band, which of course means band. It's a loin band. Now you have embarrassing small talk you can use if you can't think of anything else to say at your holiday parties. You're welcome. Before we get to the meaty middle about good stories, take heart that there's still time to get the perfect custom gift, because Blurb's custom photo books make gift-giving easy. You can use Blurb's free bookmaking platform to create customized, professional-quality photo books for your loved ones, right from your computer, iPhone, and iPad. Do you want to throw an album from your phone onto the pages of a book? You can make a book in minutes with their new mobile app. It's fast and easy to make thoughtful, one-of-a-kind gifts that won't be forgotten. You can make family photo books, travel books, cookbooks, Instagram books, and more. Turn your most popular holiday recipes into a cookbook the whole family can enjoy, or relive your family's memorable moments in a photo book featuring the best of 2016. With Blurb's free creation tools and range of formats, you can make photo books, trade books, magazines, and ebooks. You can choose from multiple square, portrait, and landscape sizes. Want to put your memorable holiday photos onto the pages of a beautiful book? Go to blurb.com/grammar and enter the code GRAMMAR for 25% off quality custom books. That's blurb.com/grammar and the code GRAMMAR at checkout for 25% off. Blurb, make a book and leave your mark. And now I have a special treat because this segment on the ways good stories move us is from the host of our popular Savvy Psychologist podcast. Here's Ellen.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Ellen Hendrickson, host of the Savvy Psychologist podcast and one of Mignon's co-hosts over at QDT. And I'm so grateful to Mignon for the opportunity to hang out here at Grammar Girl this week and talk about 2 of my favorite topics, books and, true to my profession, brains. So think about your favorite books. What are they? And your answer is more than just a way to fill out that online dating profile. Think about why you love these books, and the reasons give insights into how beloved stories push our psychological and neurological buttons. So how does good writing grab you by the brain? Well, this week on Grammar Girl, we'll unveil 4 elements your brain relishes in a good story. So element number 1 is good stories engage the senses. So your brain has specific gears for language processing. Broca's area and Wernicke's area, for example, have long been identified as language processing regions, and Mignon talked about those regions in an episode a few months ago about aphasia. But more recently, researchers have found that other areas of the brain can be stimulated by language, particularly sensory words. So for instance, a 2012 study in the journal Brain and Language found that phrases that include descriptions of texture, like smooth talker, greasy politician, bubbly personality, crusty old man, or slick performance, activated both language processing and, surprise, sensory processing regions of the brain. Now, to get even more specific, according to a study in Neuroimage, reading words that evoke a sense of smell, like cinnamon or jasmine, activates both language processing regions and scent processing regions of the brain. So indeed, by using sensory language, compelling stories engage our brains without even a jasmine garland or bulb of garlic in sight. Next, element number 2, good stories move us morally. So good stories move us emotionally, to be sure, but they also engage with our moral compass. For example, a study in the uber-prestigious journal Science demonstrated the power of stories on our moral psyches. Participants were asked to hand copy a story told in the first person that recounted either an ethical act of helping a coworker or an unethical act, which was sabotaging a coworker. Next, they were asked to rate the appeal of various products. And some of these products were related to cleansing, like toothpaste and soap, but others were unrelated, like batteries and candy bars. Now, researchers found that the participants who transcribed the unethical story rated the cleansing products more highly than those who transcribed the ethical story. And what's more, both groups rated the appeal of the non-cleansing products exactly the same. So, what's the connection between sabotage and soap? Well, it's called the Macbeth effect, and shows that Shakespeare's imaginings of Lady Macbeth's fixation on washing away her guilty conscience, out, damn spot, out, I say, weren't only the result of his literary genius, but also his deep mastery of the human tendency to equate moral and physical purity. Okay, next, element number 3, good stories connect us to others. So stories that take us to another place or time or dimension, for that matter, are an adventure. But those that take us to another perspective are even more powerful. And it's been established that fiction fans tend to have greater empathy and improved theory of mind, which isn't a theory at all, but a skill, the ability to understand that others can have different beliefs and perspectives from one's own. In 2009, a study in the journal Communications expanded this finding by showing that exposure to fiction not only went along with greater empathy, but also greater perceived social support and number of friends. Exposure to nonfiction, by contrast, went along with greater loneliness and a low sense of belonging. So the researchers theorized that improved empathy and theory of mind due to reading fiction might confer a greater ability to connect socially in the real world, all of which contradicts the image of the lonely, socially disconnected bookworm lost in a novel or fantasy. Turns out, burying your head in a novel might actually be good for your social life. And finally, element number 4. Good stories provide an escape. Of course, there are times we want neither to connect with ourselves nor with anyone else. And then, stories allow an escape. Many a child from a chaotic or unpredictable household has coped by escaping into the more orderly world of a good book. Many an adult has used books to cope with a life that's not going the way they planned. Sometimes, good stories do nothing short of keep us alive. We read when we feel good, to be sure, but we also read when we can't or don't want to deal with the world around us or the world inside our head. But to tell the whole story, perhaps it's not just the escape we like, but the person we are when we finish that last page and close the book. Good stories not only engage us, move us, and connect us, but help us reemerge into reality stronger, calmer, and more prepared to tackle the world.
Thanks so much, Ellen. If you liked that segment, you'll love the Savvy Psychologist podcast. One of her most popular episodes was 8 tips to improve your self-control, which will certainly come in handy if you're making New Year's resolutions. And you all probably know that stress can do a number on your gut. But did you know it goes both ways? This week's Savvy Psychologist episode will look at how your gut can actually take the lead in making you anxious or depressed. And you can find that episode over at iTunes, Stitcher, or SoundCloud. A shout out this week to XWu Tong on Twitter, who listens from China, High Fidelity on Instagram, who listens in the car after school in the San Francisco Bay Area, and Jamie, who listens with his mom every Tuesday while driving to swim lessons in Bothell, Washington. Great photo, Jamie. Thanks also to Psyche Mikey, Aaron Burhand, Joe Hayden, and Nancy J. Walker, who recently reviewed my book, Grammar Girl's Quick and Dirty Tips for Better Writing. And do you know what you can do to help your favorite authors or podcasters end the year on a happy note? Write a review of something you loved. Not just for me, although of course I'd love it too, but do it for all the people whose work you love. We all read our reviews, and nice reviews always make our day. And may your holidays be filled with happiness and joy. I'm definitely looking forward to my Christmas turkey on Sunday and hoping to get some skiing in this week. That's all. Thanks for listening.